For all my quiet kids out there, I know y'all know what this is. So I'm not even gonna address y'all. Y'all already know what it is. For everybody else, I'm not sure y'all get it. God dang it, Daryl. Couldn't you have washed the chicken? You don't know the difference. We've all eavesdropped on somebody else's conversation. Now, whether it was intentional or unintentional, it doesn't matter. We all did it, okay? And mine, it was unintentional. It was unintentional. It unintentionally happened, and it was in school. Now, in school, you eavesdrop. It sounds like the intentionality of hearing it. My bad. I overheard this. I'm not gonna tell their business. I'm just gonna tell you the craziest S that I heard. Now, look, I sit by a lot of people, and a lot of people don't acknowledge my presence. So it shocked me one day when I was sitting by a group of people and I was being quiet. I was just minding my effing business, and then they were like, "Oh my, hey, you know they can hear this. Oh, they can hear all of this. Ellie can hear all of this." And I'm like, most people don't even acknowledge my presence. They just keep talking. And I'm like, I wasn't even paying attention to what they were talking about, because something you need to understand is just because I'm here doesn't mean I'm paying attention. I am zoned out more than half the time, and if you're not talking to me, I don't care. That's the thing. But if you say something outlandish and funny, then I'm gonna effing laugh. I'm sorry. And there's multiple instances where someone has said something funny, and this is the collaboration of me coming together with them to give you this content. Okay, so here it is. This one was recent, but we're gonna go recent to backer. The most recent one, I was sitting in class. I was sitting there. I'm surrounded by dudes. These are the bros. Literally, my brother is there. And then there's a bunch of dudes that I know and have known for a little bit. We're sitting there. There's a black dude with her, because there's me, my brother, and then there's one other black dude, and then there's a white kid, and then there's somebody who's like I want to say Mexican. He's like Hispanic. I don't know. We're sitting at this table. The dude is talking, and he's like, the black guy is talking. We're gonna call him Dr. B, I guess. Dr. B is talking. He's spitting. He's going on about his own life experience. He's like, there's a difference between a black person and the N-word. I was like, no, not this conversation. The kid who was sitting across from him, like the Hispanic guy, he was sitting there. We're gonna call him Alex. So Dr. B and Alex were speaking, and Alex, he looked at Dr. B. He was like, I don't understand, what's the difference? And then I had to let out a little giggle. You don't know the difference? And then the dude sitting by us, we're gonna call him Cargos, cause it's a long story, bro. It's like he like country. He's country people. It's like, bro, I've had bad country teachers. We need to talk about this as in Texas, especially in Dallas. I feel like we're not country in Dallas, but we got some real southern accents over here. So then Cargos looks at Alex. He says, "Oh, I know the difference, but I just don't want to say it because then I'd be racist." Keep in mind, Cargo is white, but he said he knows the difference, and that made everyone at the table go, What do you mean? What do you think of N-word is? Huh? I'm just trying to peep game. I'm just trying to learn from you, because you're so educated on the matter. You know what I'm saying? And then he said, I don't want to come off as racist. I'm gonna let them explain it. Then I'm not even in the conversation. My brother's not in the conversation. It's you and Dr. B, right? Dr. B, Brody sits there. He was like, every black person knows the difference. He looks at me. He says, you know the difference. Ooh, do I know the difference? But here's the thing. The end of this conversation was laughter and no explanation. You know why? Because you don't have to say it for it to be known. He was like, Dr. B was like, I'm a black person. These are black people. There's no N-words in this class. And for a moment I paused, because I was like, I thought to be an N-word you had to be thuggalish. I feel like there needs to be a standard on this, right? I was like, what do you mean, bro? What do you mean? There's no N-words here. I may not be thuggalicious, but all right, next story. So anyways, this one happened a little back, like probably a long ways back. These people have been going. I was in my math class. It's me, and I'm gonna call the girl Willow because she had locks and she had a lot of piercings, and it just gave mad Willow vibes. And then there was her friend who did nails. We're gonna call her Becca. Becca is a light-skinned black person. That's for clarification. Becca is not strictly a white name. Stop doing that. So Becca and Willow are talking. They're sitting at a table. I'm sitting at that table too. That's why this is significant, because this is all all about the most ultimate eavesdropping I have done in my life, or overhearing conversations. It slipped by me. They said something outlandish, and now I remember the conversation. Okay? It's never about something normal. I was sitting at my desk, in my desk, talking. Well, not talking. I was doing my work, writing my math assignments, had a paper. Right? These girls, Willow and Becca, they're talking. They're like, oh yeah, I just did somebody's nails. The pics is fire. She showed some pictures. She was like, oh, you need your nails done. I was like, nah, I don't get my nails done. I've only got my nails done once, and that was a traumatic experience. Never doing it again. And so at the time, they had a lot of conversations. They had many conversations over the years. We were sitting there. Bro, I really don't care about your relationships. You can talk about your relationship all you want. And I'm sitting at this table. Oh, I never care. I never care. It's only until you say something out of pocket that everyone around you hears it. And then she was sitting there, right? She was going on about her boyfriend. She was like, oh, he's so annoying. Ha ha ha. Yeah, he's Mexican, I'm black. He's racist, low key, which made me go, what? She was like, he says the N-word, but he's totally Mexican. Yeah, she was like, he's like 100% Mexican, not a single black ounce in his blood. The conversation kept going. And eventually, it came to a stop and a halt where she said, oh my goodness, my butt is itching. Like, my butthole is itching. And I'm like, hold on. The whole class paused. We all get, what the F? Bro, and she was like, why did everyone hear that part? Bro, because you just said something outlandish, and you just said that in public, bro. It doesn't matter what we're doing. It doesn't matter what we're listening to. The moment you say something outlandish, we're all gonna catch it. And that leads me to another story. I was in US Gov. Teachers talk. We're talking. We're having a normal conversation. Somebody brings up abortion. He said, "Oh no, I actually support abortion action." I was like, "Okay." He goes in the corner. He proceeds to talk about his ex-wife. I'm not gonna get too much into that story. I feel like he said some things I wish I never overheard. But he was on a podium, my boy. If you on a podium, being quiet kids don't listen. And unfortunately, I caught that straight. This is the story I want to tell you from US Gov. We were talking. I don't know how this conversation came up, but he started talking about his ex-wife, their divorce, and how he got the house. He was like, now I get to bring the H's over my house. They really over it. You're like, I kept her name off the house, so I keep my house, right? He proceeded to go on about, right, it's tied into another thing. So he would proceeded to go on about his own life. Some kids were over there talking. Kids, I mean people around my age. I'm sorry. I'm just like, so some dudes, effing athletic dudes were over there talking to the group. They were talking about how the senior likes a freshman. I was like, okay, super senior vibes. It's all good. It's all good. Is it all good? I think in the context, I feel like high school makes it worse. I feel like if you were out of high school and you were like in your 20s, they're like 20, you're like 24 and they're like, I don't know, 20 or 21. I don't think it's that bad. But it's the fact that we're in like the school system still that makes it like, I don't know, bro, maybe don't do that, like, because you gonna be out of here next year and this motherfucker gonna be here forever. So yeah, they were going on and they were like, you know, that's dating. They were like, crazy freshman go get her, freshman eat her, freshman chase her head. But look, aside from that, this sparked the teacher to say something. He was like, actually, that's not that crazy of an age gap. Because me and my ex-wife, we were like 10 years apart. I don't know if he said 10. It could have been 9. And in my mind, I was like, that doesn't sound too absurd considering he probably met her when he was like 31, she was 20, right? She could legally drink, right? Now, would I do that? No. But I'm not going to judge you for having that relationship, right? And then he kept going. He was like, yeah, I like him young. And this is what paused. Because I was like, hold on. You like him young? What do you mean by that? He proceeded to go like, oh, I'm not dating anyone over the age of like 35. That's what he said. Keep in mind, my teacher is 46 years old. Police. This N-word is 46 years old. He's almost 50. You're dating at least 2 decades under your age. Brother, come on, bro. And he said the lowest he would go is either 25 or 21. He said the low, you have to be of legal drinking age. That's his minimum. But before he even dropped the minimum, he kept going on about like, oh yeah, I don't like old ladies. You're an old man. You are the reason why so many people are like making mistakes. He was like, bro, you know, there's so many effing things I could say, but listen, I'm gonna continue the story. Holy crap. Dude goes on, he's like, oh, but I don't date students. He had to clarify that. No one in the class was looking at bro like, yeah, hello fine S. Hello fine S. Oh, I'm just waiting for my turn. When I get out of here, you better call me. You better call me. No one was sitting there like that. And you're our teacher. We don't like this class. We don't like this school. We don't like the whole effing district. And you're over here thinking we give a single F about you in that way. Now look, you're a cool teacher. You're old enough to be my father. What are you talking about? Bro was talking about all that. Some kids was like, whoa, 20, 21. That's the end of the story. Peace and love. I love you, amazing, beautiful, wonderful people. And I hope to see you guys in another video. Please like the video. Please comment down below something funny. Or if you've ever overheard something that was outlandish. Or if you don't like quiet kids that sit next to you while you talk your ass. And then subscribe. That's it. Just subscribe. Because I'm going to be telling stories. More stories to come. More stories to come. More vlogs.